guys, just control these four things in your life. Just today now I'm going to be telling you four things that you've got to control. You know that in this life we live, there are some more people whom used to do things without even thinking about what they are doing. They usually speak without thinking about what they are speaking. They usually think, they usually spend without knowing how to spend and at which time they've got to spend some of things. So guys, you know that this day, this wonderful day, I'm going to tell you four things that you've got to make sure that you are controlling. You know that being successful doesn't come by accident, but it comes by things that we put into practice in order to see that we can go forward. Guys, that's why before doing anything, I'm going to tell you I'm going to beg, just it will be like begging, to let us go forward and keep on having more strength to keep on going. Guys, I will only ask you to subscribe, comment, just if you have an idea to tell us, you are the most welcome. But mainly, subscribe on this channel and to get more marvelous videos, because I do promise you, per day you will be getting one per week I'm sorry, you will be getting one video every single week. You will be getting one video which is more educational. To mean you've got to make sure that you are subscribed, you are giving me a subscribe in order to progress better. Also, you may get some more information about your life, because you know that we are leaders of our life. Just if you control your life better, fantastic. Just you are going to be so better. If you control your life bad, you are going to be bad in the society. That's why in years that God has given you to live in this world, you've got to make sure that you are taking it better, because at the end of days you may not regret about what you've done. Because you know that before telling you anything, this life that we are living, some of us are youth, others are young. However, whatever your age is, know that something that you are doing today, now it's going to have some signs in some coming years. That's why you've got to make sure that you are controlling things that I'm going to tell you in order to go forward. So without delaying, the first one thing that you've got to make sure that you are controlling is your mouth. Okay, to mean you've got to make sure that you are controlling your mouth. You know that in this world that we live, there are some more people, they only speak without thinking, without knowing that your word, something that you are taking out, can have some outcomes which are so bad on your life. Also, it can have some outcomes which are so good in your life, because your mouth, only your word, can build your life. Also, it can destroy your life. That's why you've got to make sure that you are taking better your life. You know that, see, things that I'm speaking here, once I speak bad things, you can't even not following me again, because I spoke bad things. I spoke things which are not building your life. That's the power of life. That's why also in the society where we live, we've got to make sure that we are controlling what we are speaking. Just what you are going to speak something, think about it first. Once you are talking with elders, think what you are talking about. Want to come here on social media while willing to speak, think about what you are willing to speak, because it can build as it can destroy some people's life. Because there are some more people whom use their voices while destroying instead of building. There are some more people, once you meet them in the society, they only destroy others. Just they are lying, they are speaking things which are not good. To mean they are using their voices, they are using their words. Every single word which is coming in his mouth or her mouth is so bad. That's why you've got to make sure that you are taking care of a word, of your what you're speaking, because it can have some outcomes which are bad or good in your life, and that can destroy your life as it can build your life. once I speak about destroying your life, once you reach where I am, speaking things which are so bad, for example, lying to somebody else. Now, once I know that what you have spoken is something which is so bad, let me tell you that I can start believing you. That's why you've got to make sure that you are controlling what you're speaking, because it can be bad or better in your life. Just I believe that for you, the first one thing you know it, and you must it, because you've got to master it. Once you master it, it can be better. And let's talk about the second one. The second one, control what you've got to control. You've got to make sure that you are controlling your mind. Okay, just your mind also can build or destroy your life. Once you, to me, you know that every single thing what we are today, it first of all came from our mind. Just once I'm talking to you today, once a creator or today, it came from my mind. That's why also you've got to make sure that you are controlling your mind. You've got to make sure that you are feeding your mind better. If it's reading books, you read more books. If it's doing anything, you do it. Because once you feed your mind with bad things, with things which are not helpful, with things which can only destroy, let me tell you all that it's possible. Okay, it's possible. But also once you feed your mind with different books, by reading books, okay, for example, by reading books to let you go forward, then let me tell you that it can first of all come from mind, and it's possible. You can, just once you think something about something, you can. So let me ask you one question. Do you know why you are thinking about opening a new business? Do you know why you are thinking about traveling in other more countries? Do you know what? Just there are some more questions. Once you think something in your mind, know that it is possible, because it first of all came from your mind. That's why you've got to feed your mind better in order to be thinking also better. You feed your mind better, you think better. You think you feed your mind bad, you think bad, and you act bad. Once you think, now what will follow is to act. Okay, so once you feed your mind with different videos which are so bad, because on TikTok there are some mommy videos which really destroy more youth on this earth, and then once you feed your mind with those different videos which are not helpful, know that you will become unimportant in the society. But also once you feed your mind, now you will think big, and then also you will go forward. Once you think big, now once you will, because something that I will tell you is to eat things which are helpful in your mind, which you can think and go forward. But those are things are more important. Guys, let me tell you that you've got to feed your mind better, mainly reading more different books, because I know that it can help you. So now let's talk about, I believe, is the third one thing that you've got to make sure that you are feeding. You've got to you've got to make sure that you are controlling. You've got to control your money. So now here, let's now talk about money. Okay, so once we are talking about money, you know that how you control your money, how you are spending your money, it can build you, also it can destroy you. So while talking about money, I'm not talking about having this people's money, but I'm talking about having more richness. Okay, so once you have some resources, once you have something, now you've got to make sure that you are controlling it. Something which is so bad is that some more people, they are controlled by their money instead of controlling their money. Because let me tell you that once you have much money, you can live a bad life. As once you take the decision of controlling your money without being controlled by it, you can also let me tell you that also you can live a good life. You can be healthy, also you can be wealth. Because let me tell you that once you have money, yes, money is the most important thing, is really more important. But once you let it control you, once you don't think about yourself, only going to look for your money, also is something which is so bad. You've got to make sure that you are controlling. There are some people, something which is so bad. There are some more people whom use their money while taking let me say this, there are some more people, they use their money while putting others down. To mean, once you see your neighbor, you see that is not anybody in front of you, while looking only at your money. That's something which is so bad. Their money is controlling you instead of controlling your money. Their money is controlling you. That's why you've got to make sure that you are controlling your money, because once you take the decision of controlling your money, it can help you, as it can also destroy it can destroy your life. That's why, guys, you've got to make sure that once you want to go forward, once you want to be better spoken in the society, you've got to make sure that money is not controlling you, but you've got to make sure that you are controlling your money. So there are something with one thing which is so bad. There are some more people whom don't live, but they exist. You see that somebody is living in this life only without thinking about himself. Is only living. You wake up, okay, just you wake up at 5 o'clock while going to look for match, and you turn back tonight. You don't even have time of children. You are only thinking about only man. Just the money is now controlling you, and then at the end of the day, you will only regret your life. That's why you've got to make sure that you are taking the decision of controlling yourself and controlling your money mainly in order to go forward. Just I believe that the fourth one thing I will tell you in another video. I don't want this video to be the longest one. Just I want it to be short, because I believe that once you take the decision of controlling these three things, it can help you in your life. Just once I'm talking about controlling your mouth, controlling your mind, controlling also your money, they know what I mean. Because once you don't control them and they control you, you can live a bad life, and then you cannot go forward. Because once you take the decision of controlling these three things, and let me tell you that I'm going to tell you about the fourth one in another video, you can go forward. Just thank you so much, and make sure that you are doing this, because once you take the decision of controlling these three things, you can live a better life. I don't know about that. Yeah, thank you so much, and I believe that you are going to be progressing together. Follow your ways, he knows dream. Thanks so much.